London's caught the Olympic bug. The sun's out, the Union flag is everywhere you look, even Team GB have started to win gold medals. The general public's worries about the city being overcrowded and anger over difficulties getting tickets have made way for a carnival-like atmosphere. It's fair to say that many people were sceptical about the London Olympic Games before they came to town, but Danny Boyle's opening ceremony seemed to change all of that, and now the atmosphere in London is lifted. You only have to look here at Hackney's Victoria Park at the people watching the games on the big screen to see just how many Londoners have been won over.
I think the opening ceremony was sort of the highlight for me so far, and then all of the events have just been Great British flags everywhere. We've already been to see archery, boxing, basketball and judo, and then we've come here today to watch it in the park.
There was quite a lot of scepticism before. We were all a bit like, oh, the Olympics, like, oh, go Britain. But actually, everyone seems to be really getting on it. I mean, we've come down to sit in a park all day just to watch it from home, so I feel like everyone is kind of getting into it actually.
Central London doesn't necessarily have the reputation for being the most friendly or welcoming place in the world, but the Olympics seem to have changed that too.
I was just going to stay in my flat for 2 weeks and not leave. So yeah, I just thought it would be impossible. I think the atmosphere on the night of the opening ceremony was amazing, and everyone got. I was really unenthusiastic about it, but then everyone sort of got into the swing of things.
I mean, even the commuters were like really. They were smiling at us wearing our hats and stuff, and commuters have been asking us how, what we've been to see.
We were just on the train, and like random people, like because we had the Times, and random people started asking us questions about the Olympics. Oh, did you watch it? And we're like, yeah.
People never speak to each other on the tube.
No, everyone you could have like a massive meltdown, and everyone will ignore you.
Anecdotal evidence from half-empty hotels to quiet shops in the West End of London suggests potential visitors from overseas were scared away by fears of overcrowding. Many Londoners have avoided the city during the games too, instead choosing to work from home or go on holiday.
I was in central London on the Thursday night before it started, and it was actually really intimidatingly busy, and it took me 2 hours to get back to Hackney, and so I thought that maybe that was what it was going to be like for 2 weeks, but now it's just everywhere's sort of empty.
So can the feel-good factor in the city really result in a meaningful boost for the economy?
I think we're going to see a small bounce in the third quarter from additional spending. So the big question is, does this then carry forward to something a bit more meaningful later on? The answer is we don't know, but the likely answer is probably not. We should, I think, stand back a bit, wait to see how the third quarter has gone, and also be a bit sceptical that that might be a bit of a sort of temporary bounce, if we do see a temporary bounce at all.
The British economy is unlikely to be the winner at London 2012, but in a year where the headlines have been dominated by news of economic crisis, Londoners seem happy to put it all aside while the Olympics are here and enjoy the party while it lasts. Daniel Garrahan, Financial Times, London.